Well, Sean, clearly not your day today.
No, and it felt like one of them. Unfortunately, I don't think we started right. Forget the goal, just the whole feeling in the collective group really today. I think, we had a big result in the week. We had to come up here. I warned them. I said these are going to be attic. They had a good result, and of course that chance to jump. We've done that ourselves previously. And I said they'd be up for it, and they were. And I thought credit to them because they had more of an edge than we had. Nothing to do with the quality of our play, their play, just that edge that the performance needs, the shape, the ugly bit, the competitive edge, winning headers, winning tackles, second balls, all of the basic principles that we're trying to add to the group. And I must make clear they've done it pretty well on the whole. So, I don't want to make too big a deal out of it, but today we're well short, I thought.
Wonder why that was. You mentioned the midweek game. Obviously, you stuck with the same team as well, Sean. I know you've mentioned before that you weren't sure if they could do it. Was that a factor?
Yeah, it's a frustrating one, and that is on me. I'll make that clear. But equally, we are getting these into better shape than for us. I remind you of that. How I think. So I think they should be able to go again. And I looked at them and thought, yeah, okay. I like the early part of the game. We know we could affect it from the bench in certain areas. And they didn't. I didn't think there was that edge to a performance. Like I say, it's hard to put it into words, but that's what managers use. It's just there's an edge when people are at it. They're really on top of their game, demanding. Little things like 50-50 duels. There's an old saying I've told the players: win your headers, win your tackles, win your races. And if you do that, you'll not be far wrong from a performance. So, and we didn't. That's quite obvious. A couple of gripes, and I've told Big Tarky, I'm going to tell everyone this, but he gets away. I don't know how he gets away with what he got away with, hitting Dan in the back from nowhere. I don't want to see players get in trouble, but I'm absolutely amazed. Nothing got done about that. I've seen it back afterwards as well. I'm absolutely amazed by that. That's not helpful. Don't want to see players getting sent off, but he should at least be booked, in my opinion. Then, of course, gets booked second half as well. And even, crying it in, but the ball deviates off the referee on the counter-attack before the second goal, and we should deal with it better. We're way too open when the pass is made, the first pass, and when the ball turns over. But it does hit the referee, and, I thought that was where they stop it. He didn't stop it. He said it didn't even hit him, and I said, well, it does. You can see it just deviate. But, look, that would be, I'm really stretching the limit there. More importantly, the bit that was the bit I thought might change it in our favour was missed a golden chance. I think it's Dom, good defending from them. That's a golden chance in a game of not many great chances, I didn't think. And that could have changed it. And Amari whips in a brilliant ball, and maybe Igor can just get a nudge on it, or maybe react better to the bits. I'm crying at him, but you never know. Football's strange, even when you're not at the races. Can you take one of them chances? Can you capitalise on that? Because 2-1, maybe the feel of the game changed. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for us today. And overall, without them things going for us, I thought we were well beat overall.
Yeah, and well beaten, and as you say, 3-0 in the end, in a game that wasn't, as you've just said, it didn't have a lot of chances in it.
No, I'm not trying. As managers, it looks awful on a bit of paper when you lose 3-0. We all hate that scoreline, but as managers and fans as well. The fans were terrific, came up here in numbers. But it's not really a 3-0 game, I don't think. But, mistakes cost you, and they did today.
And looks like another injury as well. Last thing you needed with Ryan Yates, it looked like a hamstring.
Yeah, really disappointing. That one, he's been pushing for a start and gets injured. So we're just going to have to wait and see how that settles down. And hopefully it'll be a sooner one. But the way he went down, it's not like him. He's a fit, strong lad, and for him to go down like that, well, at this stage, it doesn't look great.
And obviously another busy week with trip to Europe and then Spurs in the Premier League.
Yeah, and I did remind the players that afterwards. I said, look, lads, the mentality we're trying to get to is all the things that you wanted, the football club wanted, rightly so. It's there right in front of us, so it's not going to go away. So you have to be ready all the time. Every day we come to train, everything we do, you have to be on it. So that when you come to grounds like this, you're just ready to go and impact the game. And I just didn't think there was a feel of that today. We just didn't look bright from the off. And like I say, forgetting about the goal, we just didn't quite look at our habits, weren't quite right. That competitive nature, and all the ugly hard yards that I've mentioned, we've done very well. And we did them very well against Wolves, by the way, because when the game got away from us play-wise, we kept our shape, we dug in, first contact, second balls, all them things were in place, but they weren't in place today. And that's the fabric that holds the performance together. We know we can play, we've got some very clever players. But what about doing all the hard yards and the ugly stuff? And I mention it a lot with good reason, because I've been in the Premier League a long time, and without that, it's tough to win football matches in the Premier League.